stop moving? What?
Well, I'm really happy we did this ride.
Like anywhere that's similar to this when you were a kid?
No.
Oh, you beat them.
Are you videotaping it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, look how big his head is. It's bigger than your stomach.
He thinks I'm feeding it. Just think when they do swamp people, right? Burn them?
Oh, really? God, why are you taking
do. I'm going to the second one.
Wow, so Dubai. Wow.
That's scary though.
Back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Nico. How you doing, brother? Choo-choo.
Just looking at my feet now.
Am I?
Not anymore.
How's that? How's that?
It's fine.
Is the red lights? Diane, is the red light still on?
Yes, it's recording.
Thanks, peeps. First time using it.
Like right beside Snake Village, Mom. Okay.
Sorry, dude.
So I'll start you guys off with a little bit of history about our park. We weren't always called Gatorland. In fact, back in 1949 when we first opened, we went by the name of the Florida Fish and Wildlife Institute. Now, as you can imagine, that name's incredibly boring. Sounds more like a school or some kind of government building. So to sound more fun and appealing, we later changed our name to Snake Village. And now Snake Village was a step in the right direction, but it was also a step in the wrong direction. The problem with that being is people hated snakes. They still do today. Can't blame them. I hate cockroaches, and you will never catch me at a place called Cockroach Village. It sounds like a terrible time. So what happened was our late owner, Owen Godwin, went to his wife at the time and he asked her, what can we name this park in order to get more people to come in? She said, let's keep it simple. You have a lot of gators. You have a lot of land. Why don't we just call it Gatorland? So by 1954, Gatorland was established as Central Florida's first theme park attraction. Coming up first on our right hand side, you'll see our jungle croc enclosure. That's our saltwater crocodiles, Morgan and Sheila. They're the largest species of crocodilian, averaging between 14 and 16 foot, with the world record being just over 20 foot, 2,000 pounds. Also known as the Indo-Pacific crocodile, found in northern Australia and Southeast Asia. Up here in this next enclosure, you can see why we don't do our airplane tours anymore here at Gatorland. That houses Pops, our oldest American alligator. He is 71 years old. And then he has two American crocodiles in there with him. Their names are Snap and Crackle. And then last but not least, we have Dundee and Phoebe. Dundee's our largest saltwater crocodile here at the park. He's about 14.5 foot. And 1,200 pounds. But like I said earlier, the world record is just over 20 feet, so it's got some room to fill in. And then you guys can try and look through that bamboo to see whatever's in this enclosure, we have our Nile crocodiles, Sultan and Lulu, and they're actually some of our smartest crocodiles. You can call them by name, and they'll come up right to the glass. Just be sure to have hot dogs with you, or you'll have some angry crocodiles on your hand, and nobody wants that. Keep in mind, we are in between two swamps. That leaves the opportunity to see a lot of wildlife.
There he is. There's Bigfoot.
We're now entering the piney woods, home to 12 white-tailed deer, 2 zebu cattle, and 1 European fallow deer. You'll also notice that there's a lot of these black bears out here. Those are just bald eagles that turn to the dark side. No, I'm just kidding. Been watching too much Star Wars. They're black vultures. They're not native to the park, but they are native to Florida. And since they're a protected species, we can't kind of just shoot them away. So they're just unwanted guests that we have to let stay here. They occasionally swoop down and steal the meat from our gators, but then sometimes the gators steal stuff from them. So you know, it's a give and take situation. Over here on the right, that's Mason and Dixon, our 2 zebu cattle. They are dwarf species of cattle, so that's the biggest they're gonna get. And then if you notice those humps on their back, they're just like camels. They use those to store water. Over on the right in the far distance, you'll see that one deer over there with antlers. Her name is Itty, and I said her because she is a female deer. She's 1 in every 10,000 that's born with enough testosterone to produce antlers just like a male. And then over here on the right again, we have Lenny, for some reason showing off his peacock tail. Lenny and Jenny are 2 peacocks that migrated to Gatorland from wherever else like 5 years ago, and they kind of just decided to stay here. And then if you look over on the left-hand side immediately, you'll see one of our emu circling her eggs. It is nesting season for them, so a couple of them have hatched or have laid eggs over out in their little enclosure. About 5 times a day, you'll see them getting up and rearranging their eggs. That's just because the egg needs to be evenly heated on all sides. It's very, very tedious, but it's good for the egg and it makes sure the baby comes out all right. Off to our left-hand side, we have our Legends of the Swamp Gator Arena. It's our last show was at 3:30. It's a really cool show. One of our wranglers gets in there, handles the gator, tells you a lot of cool facts, shows you some tricks, and then at the end you get to take a photo on the back of the gator.
I'm on it.
Over on the left-hand side, we have the back of our bobcat bayou. We have 3 bobcats and 1 African serval. His name's Jabari. Fun fact about Jabari, sometimes you'll see our trainers in there playing fetch with him. He can actually jump up to 15 feet in the air. It's cool. Sometimes he'll do a little backflip.
How high do you think it will be?
10 feet, 6 feet. Probably 6 feet. That's where they had the snakes.
Off to the left-hand side, you'll see our petting zoo. There we got 12 goats, a zebu cattle, some chickens and hens, some tortoises, and I think a cockatoo. For $2, you can get a feeding cone and give these guys a little snack. And we really do appreciate it when you do that, because the more you feed our goats, the more we get to feed our gators. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. We don't actually feed our goats to the gators. We're not Jurassic Park.
Where's the camera?
Now in a couple seconds, you're gonna look on your right-hand side. You're gonna get a nice open view of our alligator breeding marsh. In there, we have 130 alligators. We have 100 females and 30 males. And in the springtime, we'll let you go out there, collect the eggs, hatch out the babies right here at Gatorland. Last season, we hatched out about 350 babies. And when they hatch out, they're only 5 inches long. For the next 7 years, we'll grow a foot each year. And then after that, it slows down to about an inch a year. But they don't stop growing their entire lives. In fact, the day a gator stops growing is the day it dies. World record for largest alligator is at 15 foot and 2,000 pounds. While the largest alligator we have here at Gatorland is only 13 foot and 13 and 8 inches. 13 foot 8 inches. So they've all got some ways to go. If you want to see some baby alligators, head out on the left-hand side, past our splash pad water park. We have our baby gator marsh. In there we have baby alligators, crocodiles, and caimans. Make sure you check it out before you head home. On the right-hand side, you're going to see you're going to see Kendrick. He's our African spur-thighed tortoise, the 3rd largest species of tortoise in the world. As a full-grown adult, they can weigh up to 300 pounds, and their average age is about 110 years. Alright guys, this is the end of our little tour. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. If you did, my name is Brian. And then if you didn't, what you'll have to do is just reach into your wallet and grab the largest bill you can find. Write your complaint down on there, and I'll make sure management gets that. Make sure you guys head over to the front of the park. Our last show of the day is about to start. It's our Jumperoo show. Other than that, I hope everyone makes it home safely, and we hope to see you again real soon at the alligator capital of the world.
Go to jump park.